Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Conversations. I'm your host, Ryan.
And Song.
And we're here back. And dude, Song, are you hungry right now?
I'm hungry as a hostage, bro.
Because we actually have a special sponsor today. Brother Sandwiches provided some sandwiches for the podcast.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, and that's actually why we're a little buzzed, because we drank a little bit before this. So.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, yo, dig in, bro.
Let's dig in, man. Hell yeah. What do we have here?
We got some of the it's like a club thing, a kimchi thing.
Dude, some of these are off the chart, man. I
should know the names, but
No. It's a K-Town club here.
Oh yeah, K-Town Club.
That's the club. And I believe this is the bulgogi banh mi that they have. I'm excited because I heard about good stuff about the banh mi.
Which one are you going to go with?
I'm going to go with the banh mi first, man.
Go for it. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I might grab this one over here. This one's the club. And I heard that this actually has some burrata cheese in it. So cheers.
Cheers up to
Mark,
that.
would you like one?
Yes, Mark. Which one would you like?
Which one would you like, brother? The club. Okay.
That's the club.
That one, yeah. All right, here. All right, cheers. Well,
cheers up, guys. Cheers.
All right, let's dig into this. Ooh, look at that. Oh, Oh, my God, dude.
So good.
Brother Sandwiches.
This is some next level sandwich right here, man.
We're doing like low-key mukbang right now.
Uh-huh.
Sorry for our listeners who are just driving. I know it sounds probably gross, but you have to see the sandwich.
So for our viewers, just curious, where are they located at, right?
What am I looking at? What do you mean?
For our viewers, where are they located at?
They're located on planet Earth. What do you mean, bro?
Oh,
where are they? Where the sandwich located, bro? What you
say,
they?
Guys.
So they're located on Berendo and 6th Street in the heart of Koreatown.
So good, man. Only if you guys could scratch and sniff, dude. This is money, dude.
Yeah, scratch and sniff, man. Oh, goddamn, man. That was delicious.
That sandwich was delicious, man. Oh my God, we only have one left, man. How much was it? How many were there?
I'm probably gonna take that. You don't want that, right?
No, I'm good, man. I'm too full, man. But you know what? Sandwich has always been my favorite food. It's always a good food, just conveniently good to go, right? Let me ask you, do you know where the first sandwich was made?
No. Which the brother sandwich?
No, not the brother, just sandwich in general, man. And this is something that John, I'm pretty sure John knows about this since he made Boris, not Boris, he's sponsored by Boris, but Brother Sandwich. 1762, I actually looked this up as a dork. John Montego, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, in 1762 was playing a game of cards, and he didn't want to leave the table. So he said, bring a plate of bread and roast beef.
Oh.
And then he decided to put those together, and that's how the sandwich became.
What was his name?
John Montego.
Dude, you didn't know Montego?
No, I don't know Montego.
Why don't we go to the Kokomo?
I love that.
We get there fast. And then,
Yeah, we're not getting there fast at all.
Okay,
we're
that's
we're
great.
going really slow right now.
The original sandwich. So John Montego.
Yes. And you know what? The crazy part is I heard about Earl's of Sandwich. Have you had that before?
Yeah. Are you do you sell sandwiches? Like, how do you know so much about sandwiches?
Man, I'm not going to lie to you. Sandwich is like my go-to jam, man. If it's not Korean food. Reason why is because like my parents, when they had a couple stores in DC, their main specialty was different sandwiches like Philly cheesesteak, turkey club. Actually tasting this.
What's a turkey club?
Turkey club, turkey.
Turkey club.
Yeah, turkey
I think it's a club.
My bad. I'm so full. I'm still.
Is that East Coast? Like an East Coast thing?
It's an East Coast lingo.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I'm very familiarized with because my parents, man, like their bread and butter when we grew up, they had a sandwich shop, cafes, everything was sandwich linked, and they actually used boar's head, which is actually one of the best meats that I personally had. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I know Brothers is a West Coast thing here.
Wait, let's say the Brothers
Sandwich.
Brothers Sandwich on 6th Street
yes.
and Berendo in
But I'm saying,
Koreatown.
Brothers Sandwich to me reminds me of a perfect East Coast sandwich.
Yeah, why?
Why? I don't know what it is. I'll be honest, I had West Coast sandwiches.
So you're from the East Coast, so sandwiches you think are better? They are from the West Coast, but they're from the East Coast, yeah. They base their bread and then what is it again? They're specially made here.
You know what they say though? New York has a special type of water. That's why the pizza tastes different too.
Yeah, that's exactly the whole. Yeah,
but I'm not gonna lie, man, guys. If you guys want a sandwich craze, I highly recommend Brothers, man. Like, it was one of my go-to specials, but having a different variety of different things is actually really good. Like my go-to.
What's your go-to?
Was the hero.
Mm-hmm. What's a hero?
Hero
a gyro? A gyro?
No, it's just a hero.
Oh, like a hoagie.
Like
a hoagie.
Okay. Like a hoagie hero. You could never go wrong with that. You know, American cheese.
What goes in a hoagie?
Just your meat and American cheese with mustard.
So you know what's funny? Me and Vero has actually had an argument about this, about what constitutes or what makes a bread hoagie, because there's long dinner rolls.
Yeah.
But if you put meat in it, because I've had long dinner rolls at the market where it says long, like dinner rolls, and they're longer, and then it's next to it, it looks exactly the same, and it says Hoagies.
You know what? I actually don't know what the difference between a hoagie and a regular sandwich is. But all I know is, from my understanding, hoagie is more of a cold sandwich.
Ah, okay, maybe that's what it is.
I never heard of a steak and cheese hoagie, right?
Oh, okay.
But a hoagie usually consists of cold cut meats. It could be salami, pepperoni,
We
ham.
just took like bong rips before we started shooting, guys. So,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, food, that was really good. I still have the food coma. I'm trying to fight the itis
yeah, I
right
see
now.
your
I know
eyes are
my
like faded, right? You look
my eyes
faded
are
as
so
hell.
faded. It's so good. But yeah, I highly recommend it. No, but on the real, man, like, dude, I want to try out their other sandwiches, man. We should definitely see if we could bring him on next time.
Dude, we'll bring him on, John. I've known John. Like he's a good guy. His sister was a attorney for our Kinjas.
Okay.
And so the funny thing is I met them around the same time, so I didn't know that they were sisters, or brother and sister. But he's one of my hungs that, like, he's hella cool. I was on a basketball team with him. That's how I got cool with him. So they started around 2000. I want to say 12.
Yeah.
And they're in the heart of K-Town, and honestly, to me, other than once in a while I'll have a craving for like Subway. Once in a while, like when it goes to my like sandwich cravings, it's this. And honestly, we're not getting paid for this or anything like that. I wish you should pay us for this, but it's legit. Like, he was just like, yo, I was at the store. He was like, yo, I'll give you some sandwiches. So this is how
it's
it
funny
happened.
how you brought that up. You said you met the brother and sisters. I wonder if that's how he came with the name Brothers.
Maybe.
I'm really curious. I mean,
or it could be his partners. Maybe
they're brothers, right?
Yeah, because it makes more sense. Like, because she doesn't have anything to do with the business.
Well, it's a good thing you brought up Subway, man. Let me ask you this: what's your favorite sandwich shop besides Brothers that you tried? Oh, well, actually, let me rephrase. What would be your picture perfect sandwich?
For me, I'm very picky. I'm very picky.
Yeah, you are.
I like Earl sandwiches, all those like foofy, fancy places, the panini presses, like all that. Like, it's great. But for me, I love just a basic turkey club or a BLT.
So if we had to make the rye special, what would be a rye special?
Rye special. It would be, okay. So this is what I really enjoy is steak sandwiches. Okay. Like a nice French roll, French baguette.
Like our morsel bread.
French baguette. And then, a little bit of pew pea mayo, some tomatoes, lettuce, and a nice little sirloin steak cooked to perfection.
So you don't want like a chopped up, like a Philly cheese steak?
No, I don't like. I only Philly cheese steak place that I like is Boo's, but it's in K-Town.
No, you know what? It's cool because, like, for me, I think the reason why I love sandwiches is because, and you audience, let me ask you a quick question. Sandwiches, I feel like you have so many different combinations that you can make. Like, you literally have it the way you want it. For me, I love sandwiches, and the reason why I grew up with sandwiches is because, like, sometimes we're in a rush, man. We're in a rush sometimes, man. We don't have time to, like, make a meal, right? So a sandwich consists of bread, meat, and toppings, right? For me, my go-to sandwich would be like, I love meat, but I like a variety of meat. So I want to call it like the animal stacker, right? So I wanted like ham, turkey, roast beef, chicken.
So this at home, you have all this at home?
Oh, absolutely not. Always? No. I'm saying if I had to if I had to make a unicorn sandwich, my unicorn sandwich would be a nicely toasted French baguette.
So you like all the meats?
Oh, I love all the meats, man. Like, I don't discriminate. I love all sorts of sandwiches. The only one be honest. Okay, I take it back. The only thing that I don't like is a veggie sandwich.
The veggie sandwich is the best thing for you, man.
Yeah, no, exactly. The best things aren't really good for you, though.
Subway had a Veggie Delight. It's actually a go-to that I used to go to all the time when I was a little bit bigger, because I would be like, it literally tastes like there's meat in there, but there wasn't.
Really? Yeah. Explain to me about this veggie sandwich.
Delight.
I never
Veggie
had
Delight.
it.
It's a Veggie Delight. It's
just
think about everything. Patty. Just everything on a Subway sandwich except the meat. There's no meat.
Damn.
You try it. It's good.
This is what I always I pictured myself having a picture moment is like when you bite that first sandwich that's good, and everything just fades away. You have that silent music in the background, like "Why do birds suddenly appear?" That song. That's what I want. That moment, and I'm not gonna lie. I had that moment with Brother Sandwich because like Dude, there's so many
flavors.
It's like a flavor party in your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
And you love parties in your mouth.
Oh, I love
Right? You love the party.
Oh.
Hey, don't. Let's
yeah. If we're keeping sandwiches, I love variety in my mouth.
Like
I love everything.
That foot long, yeah.
Yo, definitely. You can't
or
go
even
to
a 6 inch.
No,
even a 3 inch. You like the
3 inch ain't good enough, man. You need that foot long, man.
You deep throw to the 3 inch, like hell.
No, the closest sandwich I had really big was actually Jersey Mike's. They have it.
I don't like Jersey Mike's.
You don't like Jersey Mike's?
I hate them.
Is it because of Danny DeVito on the commercials?
No, hold on. Let me. What's where they say you do the Jersey Mike's way? Is that way? Is that a thing?
Jersey
where they
Mike's
put the oil and all that?
Yeah.
Oh God, I hate that. Dude.
No, I don't like sandwiches too juicy and saucy where the bread gets so
it falls apart.
I hate that.
It's the worst.
It's the worst, man.
Like so, that's why a lot of these big name sandwich places, I feel like it's just generic. Like Jersey Mike's, they literally were just like, "Would you like to have it Mike's way?" And then they just started doing it before I even said, because they just said probably in their mind like everybody does it this way. But I legit was like, I don't want that. That's literally a greasy sandwich a greasy like
wet sandwich.
Wet, like I can't even explain how gross.
It's like a sponge.
It's not that. It's just like I feel like it's like I just conditioned or shampooed someone's hair, and I still have the conditioner on my hand. And I'm just walking around. Or like when you put too much lotion.
I know what you're talking about. You know, like when you walk around just smelling your fingers like this the whole time because it just smells. Like...
Sure, I wasn't talking about, I was more talking about the feeling of it. But yeah, sure. You know, I don't really smell my fingers after, you know.
For me, I like to have everything in one bite, just like Assam. So I feel like I put anything into one. It doesn't matter if it's bread, burrito, tortillas, or whatever it is. I think that's what justifies. It's convenient, easy, and easy to go with you, man. Like sandwiches originally, like you make it at home, it's convenient. At the same time, for me, I like sandwiches because it's just different combinations. Man.
You know, I do agree with you. There is something different about how your lunch hits, especially if you're like going somewhere and you have to pack a lunch and you just do a quick sandwich. Like I've had like turkey and cheese on mayo with white bread on like after a hike, and it's just like the best thing in the world.
I'm glad you brought that
some
up.
Chips in the middle of it, and you know what I mean.
No, you know I like that because when I say I'm gonna cook you lunch and we're going on a picnic, I guarantee it's going to be a sandwich. I'm not going to hands down. I make the best combination sandwiches, maybe because of my art when I used to work at my parents' place. I had that creativity. And I'm a fat ass, dude. Deep inside,
that's what in my mind, that's what I was like, it's because you have experience.
Yeah, I have an experience, man. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I really feel like I work out to eat.
You're not fat. You're not fat, by the way, because you're looking great. And I can't be mean to you because your sister's going to kill me. But yeah.
Jane, you got that. Jane got my back. I love it.
It scares me, dude. I can't even make eye contact with her sometimes. I'm like, oh, I'm not making fun of him. I swear. I love him. I love your brother. Anyways.
But yeah, that sandwiches is good. What do you do this weekend, man?
This weekend, I worked. I worked at a wedding.
Really?
Yeah. Me and my wife, we do side gig wedding stuff.
No
for
way.
Flowers. Yeah.
Are you guys looking for MC?
We're not hosting the wedding. We're like just doing the flowers.
Okay. Well, if you guys happen to have someone that wants to MC, let me know, because I had my first wedding MC gig for my nephew and niece when they got niece-in-law that got married. It was actually fun, man. I loved it. They had it in Guatemala, first time ever. I actually officiated their wedding too. Mm-hmm. Officiated and did the MC, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it was fun, man. Like just because I'm a loud person, it was super fun, man. And like I said, if I could have any other gigs, like trust me, you will never.
Give me your pastor sung intro. Like, what did you start off when you married them? What did you say? Dearly beloved. Like, how did you?
I was like, ladies and gentlemen, dearly beloved, that we are gathered here for X and Y.
X and Y? Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then.
You don't remember you don't want to use it? Okay.
No. The rest of it was on my phone.
Okay.
I'll tell you the story, which is crazy. And I'm glad that we have phones these days. So they gave me a binder of what to say. It was a windy venue. And literally, I couldn't flip the page while everyone's talking to me, right? Okay. We did a walkthrough, great. But you could never, something always will happen, right? So what happened was, the paper, we lost some pages of the paper, but thank God I was able to have my phone with me, and I was able to do the wedding through it. I'm not sure verbatim what I said verbiage, but I killed it.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, we had a mic. I don't think we needed the mic.
You didn't need a mic?
No.
Yeah.
And then where they had the wedding venue, the way it was structured, like, the volume echoed everywhere. So it was good.
It was good.
So that was cool. It was good, right? I had fun. Would I ever do it again? Probably not. But then the best part is I then emceed their wedding. And so a lot of the wedding guests had no idea. So they're like, So you officiate MC. I was like, yo, you're in for a fucking show. So boom, we did it. The intro was good. I helped choreography the whole thing. Because I've been to other weddings and seen a lot of weddings, and it was actually really fun. And I had other people that actually inquired. They're like, hey, like, are you a wedding MC? And I was like, this is my first gig. And a lot of them actually compliments, like, this might be a thing for you to do. Unfortunately, I didn't get hired again.
Just start a company, bro.
I should, right? We should
Conversions weddings. Conversions.
Right, we got
MCs.
flowers ready to go, and we got the
got
MC ready to go all day,
conversions.
man.
We got DJs.
we got the
Mark
cameras
the DJ.
ready to go, yo.
Yeah, dude. We got GoPros.
But it was fun, man. And I'm not gonna lie, if I had an opportunity to do it again, I would. Cause you know what, every wedding is different. I mean, if I had this experience, I probably would have MC'd you and Vero's wedding as well.
You know, I MC'd my own wedding.
Yes.
Because I didn't want to spend money on.
Bro, I would hook you up, man. Like,
bro, you didn't even stay at my wedding for the whole time. You left because you had some, tissue issues. But yeah, like.
But yeah, I mean, overall, I think wedding. I mean, since like I think like a lot of my friends are in that stage now. Yeah, man. If you guys need a wedding MC, holla. I mean, I got you guys, man.
Hit us up, DM us if you want Sung to MC, and I'll be there too to just.
He'll be the camera guy.
I'll be the camera guy. I'll be helping out.
No, could you imagine if you had two MCs at a wedding? That'd be pretty crazy.
I think I've seen a good combo of people who can do it.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
Like two people at once?
Well, the thing about the Asian MC game right now is dominated by a handful of people. You know what I mean? Only 2 or 3 companies are really doing it. Like PK's company, and then there's like Shine, and there's some other.
Really? I had no idea.
Yeah, there's only a few. So that's why like. For me, I've seen the same MCs at multiple weddings, like, and I know their bit, I know their routine because I've seen it previously at another wedding, so which is fine, And for me, I was like, man, even with just having an MC, like I was like, I could do it, and that's why I was doing it. I was like, in between, I was like, okay, next we got the Kinjas, and people realized that at the end of the wedding, they're like, were you MCing your wedding? I was like, yeah, because. Vero told me that she didn't think I could do it, and then I was like, all right. What do the kids say?
Hey,
bet?
Hey, I bet, yeah. But, on the real, I give you props. Your wedding, though, when you made that video, that was classic, man. Can you find that on your YouTube? That was YouTube, awesome, man. Like,
yeah, we'll link it.
Hey, viewers, watch this. Oh, dude, it's classic. I think he might have started something different.
Dude, it's so amateur and, like, CD level in terms of, like, any kind of production. Like, legit... Like, it's bad. It's bad because just the normal things that most production people would catch is, like, I did mistakes that they did in, like, the 70s, where it's, like, they're going through a mirror, and then you see the reflection of the camera guy, and then I'm standing there, like in the reflection.
No, but it was the first one. It did really well. I'm not going to lie. If I got married, I would hire you to make my clip. That clip was dope.
By the way, we got to get some single girls over here. Let's do some speed dating with you or something, because... I need to hear some stories. I need to live vicariously through you.
You hear some stories?
Not right now.
We'll save that for another time. I wasn't prepared for that segment of it, but I definitely will bring it next time.
This guy thinks this is a fucking Good Morning America over here.
No, but I was super excited. I wanted to spread it with everyone, and like I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of my friends they love the dynamic. We did this a couple times. It wasn't the first time.
Well, we've been doing this for a couple of years now. Like,
well, I mean, but for
outside
you and me,
with no one watching.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
no recording, no one watching. So that's what we've been doing. That's why it's so comfortable.
So it's like a GoPro on our heads, pretty much. That's what this is.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
All right, enough of sandwiches now, man. So check this out. So one thing that, man, it's crazy. So I don't know if you guys are familiar, if you guys play March Madness. So yeah, now is March Madness season, right? I know you're more of a football person than college basketball. But I feel like everybody, when it comes to March Madness, they might not know the teams, but they all do it for the fun of it, right?
Well, let me ask you, are you upset about something? Because,
bro, man,
I didn't even know we're going to talk about March Madness right now.
My brackets got busted. When Kentucky lost to Oakland, I'll be honest, I don't know who Oakland is, but they upset Kentucky.
Oakland is right, it's in California.
I know, but I'm saying, like, when they came to March Madness, no one knew who they were. But they disappointed, and guess what? They were.
Are they like the big, Cinderella story? Like
they were.
Who is this? Oh, they're gone. They got.
But they took out Kentucky. I know a lot of my friends lost money on that game. But more than that, it messed up my brackets. The bracket busters. That was them.
What is it on right? Oh, is it over?
No, it's still on.
Oh, yeah,
it's
okay.
a Sweet 16
So it's
now.
Sweet 16, and then every week it goes on to Final 8.
There's gonna be Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4, then the final.
Okay. Who do you think is gonna make it to the finals?
Oh man, the way things are going right now, I hope UNC doesn't get disappointed right now. They're playing, but if not UNC, I actually really think Illinois might pull the upset.
Is Longhorns still in it? Are they out?
The Texas
Were they number
Longhorns,
2 or
I'm
something?
not
They're like
sure.
number 2 or something.
I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't really follow college, but I do follow March Madness. So
Isn't it? What do you mean you don't follow? Isn't this March Madness? Isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't watch. I'm not a big I'm a football person, not a basketball person, right?
So why are we talking about March
No, I'm just saying because I know a lot of people could empathize is
empathize is
empathize that they could realize, they could relate. Okay, guys, you guys could relate that a lot of your brackets got busted.
Oh, I see.
And it sucks when your bracket gets busted the first round. But there's always that one team. Like for me, I'm not gonna lie to you, and this goes back to my DMV folks. James Madison, they pulled the upset the first round. Good for you guys.
Oh,
man.
James Madison. You know, I have a friend that was an alumni from there. You know what? He's actually moving here to from what do you call it? From Texas. He's moving back to LA. And I want to ask him to come on the show because he's a riot. But he went to James Madison, that school. I don't know, probably in the 60s or something. He's a little bit older, but he's a cool guy. Like,
bro, James Madison was the party school for me and my friends. Cause I went to George Mason, but George Mason was literally 10 minutes from my house, so it didn't really feel like a college, right? But
wait, George Mason is actual school. You went to school?
Yeah, this guy. Yeah, I did. I went to George Mason University.
You learn new things, man.
Right?
Like,
but
that's why this podcast.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't finish it. I didn't finish it, but I'll tell you what though. George Mason was cool. I never really partied. I never really partied to it. But when we had to go party, because I wanted the feeling of like we have to drive a little bit to go to a college party, right? So we went to James Madison. That was James Madison, I believe, during the time when I went. I think they were number 2 or 3 of the biggest party schools.
Okay.
And they were rated top 5 for Playboy.
That makes sense.
Girls.
I was like, when he was like, "That's my alma mater," I was like, "Dang!" I didn't expect him to go to no Ivy League because he's a fun guy. So he's a fun guy. So it makes sense that it's a party school. But
no, it's a super party school.
Okay, so. Now, for any of our listeners who do sport, like we don't ever talk about sports on this, but we are gonna try to just because now.
No, we are guys.
With Sung on the pod, like we have a little bit more open to just talk about anything and everything. So, like, who do you think is gonna be the final 4?
Oh man, okay. I hope UNC goes. I hope Houston goes.
They're number 1, right?
UNC's number 1. There's 4 different sections of it. I think it's the East, West, Midwest, and
so no upsets then. If UNC is still in it.
No. UNC will go. I think Illinois will go. I gotta look at my brackets actually. Be honest with you, but I have Illinois winning the whole thing.
Illinois
and Gonzaga.
Gonzaga, okay.
That guy's the final. Those 2. I don't know, for some reason Gonzaga, they're always so good at basketball. And you know what the crazy part about it is? So I talked to my friends play bet against Princeton first round. I'm not sure why. Every
Princeton.
Ivy League school.
Princeton is in the.
Yeah, they are. But every Ivy League school, I feel like the first round they do so well because they play the most basic, fundamental, boring basketball.
Well, isn't that where what's his name? Linsanity, Jeremy Lin came from Princeton, or no? Harvard. He came from Harvard.
He came from Harvard.
Okay. Well, that's good. They're all smart.
No, Stephon Curry. Stephon Curry. I found
Stephon
out.
Curry.
No, but you know why? He went to.
Who's Stephon Curry?
You know who Stephon Curry is?
Who's Stephon Curry?
He plays for the Warriors.
You mean Stephen Curry?
Okay, whatever.
you mean Stephon is the guy that goes into the little porta potty and comes out and he's all cool and, hey, what's up,
No,
guy?
but you know what? Check
That's
this out.
Stephon Curry, bro.
So Stephen Curry, all right?
By the way, it's a PH, so it's Stephen. Stephon is F-O-N.
All right, guys. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? So like,
no.
But check this out. You know when I first saw him?
Are you a sports guy?
I am not basketball though, as you can see.
Okay.
But he went to Davidson. I found him when he was in the March Madness,
Curry,
and he was nailing threes left and right. Like it was like.
Yeah, that's how he got popular. Like
for that March Madness. He
got that March Madness, that 40-point or that 60-point game or whatever he did.
And you know, every time I watch March Madness, that's what I look for. I look for the certain players from school that we never heard of. Like I never heard of Davidson, and they just start draining it like it's like no other, right? But yeah, if we're talking about sports, let's be real. Okay, yeah, basketball, college, especially college basketball, we're not familiar with it. But football, we are. And
yeah,
you know what's around the corner?
It's not football season right now.
No, but you know what's around the corner? The NFL draft. And I know you and I, we both love football for a reason, right? A little back history of me and Ryan. The reason why we get along is because he's a Dallas Cowboy fan, right? I was a Washington Redskins. We're called the Commanders, but apparently we're like big rivals, like
they're called the
Yankees and the Red
Commanders.
Sox. I said Red Sox. Red Sox. We're like
you are the Red Sox. for sure. And the Commanders.
But right now, I'm not gonna lie. Your team is always America's team. You guys always think you guys are gonna win, but you guys never do. So hopefully this
You
year.
want to talk shit right now?
No,
you
I'm
want
not,
to like,
not talking shit. I'm just keeping. It's
Jesus.
fact. It's fact, sir.
bro, your team sucks.
Oh, my team's horrible. Bro.
So
We
why are
changed
you
the
even
name.
talking shit?
Because you know what? Horrible recognize horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, no, don't even put me in the same category, bro. That is so blasphemous. It's like, why do you think everyone hates the Dallas Cowboys? Really? Let's not. No jokes aside. Just really, why is it that everyone hates us?
You know what? Actually, to be rude with you, man.
I say us like it's like I play with them, but
I don't know. Actually, it's either you're right. You know what? The reason why I say that to you is because like it's either people like the Cowboys or they hate the Cowboys. There is like a middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys even have that song. You guys always keep playing "We Them Boys" or whatever. Like, you know, I feel bad for the person saying that, but like, because you guys aren't winning.
I mean,
anything.
that was Wiz Khalifa. So
Was it?
yeah, Wiz Khalifa.
Is he a Cowboys fan too?
I think he's a Steelers fan. I could be wrong, but anyways, it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so let me ask you, why do you think they're the most hated team?
Okay, so this is why. So in my opinion,
Yeah.
the whole '90s era, we were always in the news or like media, like social, pop culture, and we had Emmett Smith, we had the Great Wall. We had all these players that's why we hit within a few decades, we had 5 rings, right? So at one point, like starter jackets, like clothes, it was all Dallas Cowboys. Why do you think the gangs go to Cowboys or the Raiders? They rep those two, because those are the two dopest looking uniforms, colors. I'm sorry. Red and yellow and brown or whatever that shit is. That's cool too. That's cool. You know what I mean? If you're a fucking lumberjack, okay? So it's fucking cool. If you're in the woods and you're trying to camouflage, that's great. Okay? We got silver, blue, and white, and black, silver, and gray, right? So those two are, and also they're two of the older teams, right? So especially Cowboys, the Commander, or I'll call them the Redskins. They were one of the oldest divisions, right? And to me, we were just, man, during the 90s, we were just the it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I feel like. I feel like everyone, here's the funny thing. Everyone now that hates the Cowboys, at some point in their life, I know they probably liked Emmett Smith or Troy Aikman. Because when we were kids, we didn't care about teams like we do now as adults. We just liked whoever was fucking dope or whatever, who had a dope shoe. But now, as we get older, we're gonna give our loyalty to our team, right? But for me, I'll be straight up honest. When I was younger, I used to think the 49ers uniforms were dope, you know, and I was a fan of Joe Montana.
And Steve,
you know, it wasn't until I met some punk ass Niners fans now in early 2000s that had this thing where we're rivals. So and I was like, oh shit, all right, yeah, we're rivals. I didn't know it was like that, you know, and that's why I
have a fun story for you.
Okay.
You bought that when you were little kids, right? I hope my parents burned this picture. I actually have a picture that my dad and mom got me a Cowboys hoodie.
Can you get them to send it? Let me.
No. I'm
gonna hit your sister up and be like,
hey, my cousins had the picture.
Cuz.
Hey, yo, man, I have a picture where I'm repping a Cowboys hoodie, man.
Get me this picture, please. And I will guarantee you will be a guest host, baby. Cuz, come on. Tougher than nails, you know what I mean?
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. The reason, Cowboy fans you know what? Okay, if you're a Cowboys fan, cool. Okay, what I don't like are Cowboys fans that aren't from Dallas that rep.
Okay, yeah, I'm from Dallas.
You're from Dallas. Yeah. I know, like, for the reason I say that is because in DC, when you go to games, you'd be surprised, man. I mean, Cowboy fans are everywhere, right? But DC, Cowboys fans repped hard, and okay, I get it. Like, I'm from Washington. Yeah, we're in a really bad days.
It's because
right
your state didn't have a good team for a long time.
Yeah. No, but we had our glory days back then with Gears in the 80s. You know, before I was born.
You had the glory days in the 1700s when you were actual Indians and fighting.
Yeah, with John Montego making that sandwich, right? John Montego.
The Redskins didn't even survive then, so you guys.
No, but and the thing is, like, it's cool, but when I ask them why, dude, they're not even from Dallas. I'm like, dude, like, be loyal to the team you rep from. Like, honestly,
no. I agree with you in a certain sense, but I also will give. It's almost like a pass or like a honorary membership to someone who's like real with me. When I ask him, like, when they're out of state, I'm like, why are you a fan? He's like, oh, my uncle or my dad was a fan. And I don't need to ask where your dad came from. It's all, if it passed down by lineage, I'm okay with it. So he's like, someone that's from East Coast. I meet people East Coast, they're hardcore Cowboy fans. Yeah. And I always ask, dude, how did you become a Cowboy fan being here, being in a state that is literally a rival of the Dallas Cowboys? And he's like, oh, my uncle, I loved him. Like, he showed me, and I just fell in love with it. I can't get mad at that. I'm gonna be like, okay, I actually, only people that I give shit like that to are LA fans. LA football fans.
LA's when they start
popping off like acting as the Rams or like the Lakers, and once the Rams kind of started getting good, and then the Cowboys faced each other in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I had a flurry of freaking Rams fans texting me, talking smack, trying to make bets with me, this and that, and for me, I was like, yo, I didn't even know you were a football fan, bro. Fam, my bad. Like, damn, you a hardcore Rams fan? Oh, you got 3 jerseys? Damn, would you buy it all at once in 2014?
So you don't like those Wagoners?
No, I get it. If we didn't have a team, but stay in your lane, dude. Like don't come at me and say that and talk about my fandom when I've been a fan of this team that hasn't done shit for 20 years.
But guess what? Hey, the Cowboys brought us closer to each other, right?
Sure, whatever. You get me riled up because now I'm just like, I want to talk about Rams fans. Because, man, dude, Rams fans, to me.
Go.
No, I'm going to say it. Now you got me going. I'm coming out the gate. Like, the Rams fans, to me, I'm like, bro, you guys just figured out that first of all, you just got a team, like, in the last, 8 years or whatever. And then, like, there's no hardship. Because you know what I know? All my Rams fans friends, and I'm looking at you. If you're watching this and you're a Rams fan and you do I'm talking to you. Straight up, during those couple 3 years after Gurley left, they sucked. They sucked. Where were the Rams fans? Why do you think that the Rams Stadium, SoFi, has more other teams coming in than their own fans? Because LA fans are whack. And I'm a Laker fan, and I can say this: I'm whack as a Laker fan, because sometimes I do fair weather shit too. When it's great, it's great, but when it's whack, dude, I don't watch it. Well, to be fair, I don't have Spectrum Sportsnet, but anyways, like I'm an LA fan. That's how Dodgers fans too are. All LA fans are like that.
Well, Dodgers.
Shit, I'm talking shit about LA fans right now.
But Dodgers different story because, like I said, I never been to a baseball game. My first baseball game was at a Dodger stadium. I went with a young of mine, Roberto. He took me to his first Dodger game, and ever since I was like, okay, I like the Dodgers.
So there are some there are some fans in LA that I know. I see them posting every game, even when they're whack. They're there every time. They're still repping. They're still talking about it. They're complaining. Oh man, we should have done this. And in their posts, in their Facebook or whatever, right? Those are the real fans. Like Roberto and like all those, I know that they are because they're down. But then I know a few, obviously I'm not gonna say names, but I know a few that are just, and I can say this for me too. Like I got a Dodgers jersey. I'm not a crazy Dodgers fan, but I became a fan when they lost the World Series. When they went and they lost it, and everyone was down. They're like, oh, F. Roberts, Dave Roberts. Everyone's complaining, and I was like, this is the moment that I become a fan. When we're down. When we're down,
So you could say you rise with the.
But only because I'm not a bandwagon. I don't want to be a bandwagon. Like even for me, I almost became a secondary Rams fan until that year when all these Rams fans were talking shit to me, and we lost to them. They played a better game.
I'll be with you. Okay, so you brought that up. The other thing that I didn't like, just you're talking about Wagoners, right? The other thing I didn't like, more than Cowboys fan, at one period of time, I hated Seahawk fans.
Oh.
Gosh, man.
Are we just gonna talk? This is the talking shit about football.
No. I'm saying I'll just be real.
Well, let's just talk shit about Seattle people, man.
Not Seattle people. But like, I remember, I'm not gonna name who, but there was a guy that like literally did not know anything about football. When the Legion of Doom or whatever they were there.
Legion of Boom.
Legion of Boom. Oh yeah, Legion of Doom was a WWF song, but like Legion of Boom came through, and I'm talking about these guys. Like I don't know if they Googled it or looked on Wikipedia. They became like football experts, right? I'm not gonna lie. During that time, they were pretty serious, man. But it really, I was more. I appreciate.
Now, where are they in the last 4 years? I don't see.
They're
I know who you're talking
it's
about.
Cricket.
No
You know exactly what I'm talking
and
about.
you know we know
Yeah,
who
we
you
know
you know
about.
you know.
Yeah,
it's
we
about
know
you,
exactly what I'm
son.
talking about. Yeah, Mr. J. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I'm not gonna
Why
lie.
would you do that?
No, we don't. They don't know who Mr. J is.
Mr. J. Yeah, who's Mr.
J.
J?
But like, I remember, dude, he was all about it's crickets. But you know what? We actually got the defensive coordinator as our head coach now. So we'll see what Mr. Quinn could do. He was actually with the Cowboys too, right?
Oh, what are you talking about right now?
Our new head coach that we have.
Oh, for your Commanders.
Yes, Commanders.
Yeah.
But the one thing about
It's about time you get a winning coach or something on there.
See, one thing that Ryan will always admit though, if you know he might not say, is like no matter if the skins are bad or good. You know what? I refuse to call them the Commanders. The reason the skins are good or bad, he'll know for sure. I was there since day one when they were like crap.
Oh no, dude, I know you're a real fan because number one, you're from there, and the minute I know real fans is that the minute I say I'm a Cowboys fan or anyone finds out I'm a Cowboys fan, if they're an Eagles fan, a Giants fan, or a Commanders fan, or a Redskins fan, they'll say something right away.
Of course.
Right? And that's how I know a real football fan versus someone that just grew up in the area and they're kind of like, oh yeah, I supported them. They're but they're not like. And then that's actually the base of our friendship.
Of course.
And that's why though, even though you talk smack about the Cowboys, you do it in such a easy way. Like you don't give me the real like stingers. You get me the ones that I see everywhere where I'm like, you're so kind about it. Or you're just late about it. I don't know what it is. I'm like, I already saw this
like
4
that
times,
meme
bro.
that sent you earlier.
Yeah, I'm like, I
tonight.
already saw this 4 times, bro. Like, come on, be more.
But you know what?
What I wanted to say.
But NFC East, I think we are the most competitive out of all the other
We've always been.
We always are so competitive. The NFC Beast, I call it the Beast. Right? Yeah, we are so competitive about that, and that's what I appreciate. And I hope we don't ever lose that.
Yeah, and for you, and out of any of my friends that are supporters of the rival teams of the Cowboys, I always fucking support the Commanders in terms of when I watch them. Like, as long as they're not playing against us or like I usually never get Commander players on my fantasy just because in the last couple of years, you guys just haven't been doing anything. But I always support you, and I'm like, oh, scary terror, I text
Second
you.
confession, my fantasy, I have more Cowboy players than actually Redskins players.
Dude, Cowboys killed it this year.
CD Lamb killed it, man. He was sick.
Yeah.
I don't know about your boy Dak Prescott though, but like, yeah, he was good.
Dak is a part of the dude. What are you talking about? Dak had his best year this past year. You realize that, right?
No, I actually did not.
He had his best quarterback rating and everything, like completion, yards. Like, it was his best year this year. That's why everybody was talking about him being the MVP. He was in the running.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Bro, he was. The only reason why they took him out is the last couple of games he started losing and it started to fall apart. But they did that to Lamar. Who won it? Lamar?
I think Lamar Jackson did.
Okay, well.
Hey, by the way, speaking of football, did you hear about those new rules? The hip tackle rule? You can't hit?
I agree with that.
No, that's whack.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and the new kickoff? It's
no,
like
what do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, you don't like that rule? I like that rule.
Then how are you supposed to tackle somebody now?
Bro, man? Are you kidding me, man? Like, at the end of the day, you can just be like this. Oh, man, we need to make it tougher still. But they're all, for me too, I don't want those tackles because those are the tackles that make them that get players injured. And if I have them, when they drop it, it messes up their feet because it slams down and then they pull on their feet.
Okay,
that's the whole point.
I'm sorry, I thought you can't tackle from the hip.
No, so what it is you can, when you grab from the hip and then they just dead weight and then they just drop to the bottom.
Oh, so like a horse collar that they when
it's
you
exactly
grab and
like
do it.
that.
Okay.
So but that tackle is actually a big part of where like Pollard got injured from it, Dak got injured from it, and all these other players who've broken their feet or Alex Smith, they're all from the hip drop tackle.
Okay, so
I'm actually for it. I'm actually for it.
Well, I thought differently, but maybe I should do more due diligence on it.
Because you know what it is too? Yes, please do more due diligence. But the players too, they like the ones that get it. It's just such an unfortunate injury because it's like you can get that could happen the first game of the season, and they can get messed up. I don't know if that happened to what's his name.
But that happens to the game of football just alone is a risk.
Yes, but at the same time, like if everyone's getting injured, the football games are not going to be as fun, and it's all investments too. They're all money.
Yeah, now I get it. I get a better picture of it because I saw some memes like I feel like okay that rule I justify, but I feel like every year in 20 years from
There's
now,
some weird kick rule, but I didn't
yeah,
know
it's
about
like
that.
the
What is
XFL.
it?
So pretty much, when you kick off, everyone's lined up at the 35 whatever you run. Now they're lined up, I think, closer to the opponents like XFL.
Okay. What's
And
wrong
then
with
when
that?
they kick off, once the ball passes, they can start tackling.
I mean, let me
It's becoming like a flag football
look,
thing,
let's
man.
be real here, okay? Let's be real here. Like, everyone who complains is people who don't play. And at the end of the day,
I played.
Okay, yeah.
And I got fucked up.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay. So my whole point of saying this is people to either when you say you playing Pop Warner or like high school,
Oh, yeah, Pop Warner,
it's
yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
dude.
Okay, yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about this is the big leagues, right? Like this is their profession. You know what I mean? Like I get it, dude. Yeah, they're getting softer, but at the end of the day, like they're still skilled players. I watch football not for the hits.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the hits are great when you get it, like a blind, like when someone's running like
Like
this,
a NFL
and they don't
blitz
see it,
hit
and
stick.
boom, they
Boom,
just hit
yeah.
it. I love those hits, but at the same time, I love precision when it just goes between two people and that wide receiver just catches it within an inch between them and then falls down and holds it down. Like that's what football is to me, not the hits. So if it can make it where all these players can be safe for the rest of the whole season, where I don't have to worry about injuries and stuff like
You mean
that.
your fantasy football
Sure.
roster.
As stupid as that sounds, that's the only way it really affects me.
Okay, so knowing what you're saying, you know what's crazy that I actually thought about?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like football, NFL players get paid the least versus baseball, basketball, and the thing is, they do the more physical contact. It's sort of like Otani.
No, what do you mean?
Like contract wise, they get paid. They don't. They
Baseball
get paid
gets paid the most.
Yes, and they don't physically put their body out there. Like
But it's
football
also
does.
because I think baseball makes the most money.
Are you sure? We should do some research
Baseball-
on that. Baseball used to be a pastime game.
No,
I think
baseball
football
is
it now.
it's the whole United States, right? Like, that's one of the first sports that we had, right? So it's America's pastime or whatever. I definitely think that there's way more endorsements and advertisements and stuff like that. So they generate more money. And we can probably look this up. I don't know if this is true. Football, they make a lot because they fucking get injured and it's dangerous for them. And their lifespans are way shorter, right?
Absolutely.
Right?
Like running backs are like 3 years and they're done.
I mean, yes, but I feel like an average lifespan is like 7 to 8 or 5 to 8 years for like a football player. Whereas a basketball player like LeBron can play for 20 years.
How old is he now?
He's 39 years old.
Could you imagine he played football at 39?
See, that's the thing. He probably couldn't
But
because
they
it's way
said that
more
he would be
physical.
like a perfect tight end.
Tight end, yeah.
You
For the Cowboys. Hey, you know what's funny about my thing? My predicament is that all the people that I hate in my life growing up, like stars and stuff, they're all Cowboys fans. All the people that I love, they're all Eagles fans. Kobe, Kevin Hart, like all these guys that I'm like,
You know who's a Redskins fan? Matt McConaughey is a Redskins fan.
why? He grew up in Texas. I just found this out recently, and I was like, "What the hell?"
He's a
Like,
big
yeah,
hardcore
I just,
Redskins fan. Mr. McConaughey, I love you,
the
man. You're the
Redskins.
man.
You know, I just watched the Redskins. Like, freaking A, dude. Like, when I heard that, I was like, I like you, McConaughey, a little bit less now because you're in Texas, bro. How do you? And I get it. It's just, he's like,
but surprisingly, I heard there's
my
some
crush.
Redskins fans in Texas as well, though.
I get that, but yeah, sure, like him. But again, it's associated to someone bringing him into that Redskins world, right? So I'll be like, all right, I accept it, but I'm never gonna watch a Matthew McConaughey movie ever again. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? Never watch it again. That used to be a
He lost right 10
every,
seconds, yo.
once every 3 years, I used to watch that movie, bro. I used to love that movie, but now never again. Because you lost me in 10 seconds, bro. Because you.
Well, you know what? You gained a fan right here with the rest of the DMV. No, but looking forward to. I'm ready for the draft. I know you care less right now. Big controversy who the top quarterback is. I'm not sure if you follow college football. For me, I just hope we pick somebody really great, man. Number 2.
Who do you have to pick?
We have number 2 pick. We're thinking Jaden Daniels from LSU or Drake May. Are you
guys going for a quarterback?
They said they are. They said they weren't, but now they are because we have nobody. We have Marcus Mariota. We ain't starting the season with him.
Ooh, Marcus
And
Mariota.
so I'll be honest. I was a big Sam Howell fan. I picked him up in the third round of my NFL draft. And guess what? He got traded to the beloved Seahawks, man. I'm telling you, Sam Howell is gonna blow up. Watch, man. He's gonna be sick. I loved him.
Okay.
But enough of football now.
No, well.
I don't want to get Ryan so heated up here.
All right, so, yeah, dude, we we had some random jumping and talking, but I love it because this is great. Like, you're new here. You're getting your bearings.
Yes.
And I love seeing you actually drunk like this because honestly, it's nice to see someone else get drunk on this podcast other than me. Because I've gotten twisted and I'm like, and I'll just say some random shit. And now I have another guy to do it for me. So, but
yeah, no, on the real, I definitely needed that drink. It definitely hit another nerve, which was really good. And the brother sandwich, it definitely complimented it. Yeah, man. Thanks for the sandwich, John. You guys follow Brothers Freshwich on Instagram. Their sandwiches are delightfully delicious. What would you recommend for them to take? What would you recommend for them to take next time?
Who?
Like, what sandwich would you recommend for them to try out?
Just try all of them, man.
Try all of them? Okay, try all of them. But for me, like I said, try the hero bomb, bro. Like, trust me, man.
Dude, so we jumped from, like, sandwiches to basketball to football. And I love it because it's stuff that I love to talk about. So, dude, I can't wait to see the next weekend or the next week's episodes that we go through. But yeah, I just want to shout out to Brothers Sandwich. Thank you for thank you for sponsoring us today. If you guys want to make sure check them out, you can find them on Instagram and Facebook, and their tag is Brothers Freshwich, like sandwich but fresh in the beginning. So anyways, yeah, dude, thanks for stopping by. Sorry if we were a little here and there, but yeah. Check us out next time. If you want to make sure, if you want
to see a show called ADHD right here. This ADD on live right now.
Yes. So if you follow us on our Instagram and our social, it's Conversations_pod. Leave us a message. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like what you see, because it helps us out at the end of the day. And yeah, Sung, if you want to send us
you know what, guys? Actually, he brought up a good point. On your next comment, let us know what your favorite type of sandwich is, actually.
Yeah. Let's do that.
That'd be really good. All right, man. Well, till next week, guys. Stay tuned, man.
Peace.
I'll be less red.
Peace.
Peace.